Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. My name is Agus Hera Maulana. I'm now working as an instructor or teacher in PLN UPDA Semarang, also known as Transmission Academy in Semarang City, Central Java, Indonesia. In this session, I will present about our new learning method that is called Digital Learning Practice Method. Let us see the presentation. Okay, in this session, I will give the presentation about analysis of digital learning practice impact on instructional computer performance at PT PLN Persero UPDL Semarang. Now, we see the introduction. This is the existing practical activities method. We also call in-class training. In the picture, we can see the students here. They use their own computer or laptop, and then they connect to the device like ID or BCU, RTU, or SCADA application here. They connect to the device through cable. In the laboratory, we have SCADA workstation, dispatcher training simulator, RTU, and substation automation system. We can see here the student must be near to the device, because they are in the same place with the device. And then the students must interact with device interface directly, directly to the device. And the instructor and students must be in the same room. We cannot do these activities in the different room. In March 2020, we know there are the pandemic situation we call COVID-19 pandemic that happens almost around the world, including Indonesia. This pandemic make us to stop all activities, stop our job, our school, also learning activities. So we have to find the solution. We have to change into digital mindset. In April 2020, we use any application like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Cisco Webex, and others. We can continue our activities, also the learning activities, but we cannot continue with practice activities. So we have to get the solution. In August 2020, we found the new method that is online digital learning practice. We combine between Zoom meeting with remote access like AnyDesk and TeamViewer. This is the online digital learning practical method that we use. We can see here there are several mini pieces. We have 15 mini pieces in the past, but right now we have 20 mini pieces. The instructor and students connect to the mini pieces through internet connection. They use Zoom, AnyDesk, or TeamViewer. Mini pieces connect to the device through LAN connection. We can use applications like VirtualBox and VNC. You can see the device here like Master Station, Substation Automation, RTU, and telecommunication. The student can see the progress or the result via live streaming. We use the webcam here. What is the benefit of this method? Number one, students can join learning practice from everywhere. We know the students was coming from different locations around Indonesia, so they can join the learning practice from their own home or office. Number two, students do not need to wait in line to carry out practice, so the student can do the practice activity together in the same time in the same session. Number 3, students can see the result, the practical result via this webcam. Number 4, this method can help employee competencies, especially employee in the operational unit. And number 5, this method can be the solution for other practice, not only for SCADA and automation, but also for other application like IT, software, system operation, and others. This method is open platform, not defined to any manufacturer or brand. It's open for every brand. This is the implementation of online digital learning practice. We can see the students coming from Sumatra, Sulawesi, Java, Papua, and Borneo. This is the example of activities like doing single line diagram or database, SCADA database, or make a drawing in the application like this. The student is coming from everywhere. You can see here, from Banda Aceh in the west until Jayapura in the east, and the device is located in Semarang city. We can see here. These are the mini PCs. We have 20 mini PCs right now. We can see the status of the software from this monitor or maybe in the screen. In the training session, the instructor can monitor all the students in LCD projector or in the widescreen. So the instructor must connect to all mini PCs in order to know student progress. If there are something trouble, we can help or guide the students. This is the example of digital learning practice implementation, SCADA master station application. Students doing a drawing here in the single line diagram, and the instructor can make a guideline directly to students. Okay, that's the solution in pandemic situation. But there are problems. What is the problem? Problems happens in the instructor's computer. Digital learning practice have an impact. What is the impact? The impact on the computer performance that instructor use. The problem is computer hangs or crash. Because the computer hangs or crash, the instructor must restart the laptop or computer, start from beginning, and they lose the connection. So the student must wait for us. It will be a long time. So this condition will interfere with teaching and learning activities. So we found the previous research by Kustander, Sugyanta, and Jauhar in 2016. They found that CPU and memory usage on a computer will be influenced by the last number of clients. So the addition of client will impact into CPU and memory usage. The more the number of clients, the percentage of CPU and memory usage will be greater and will affect the performance of computer. Okay, and then in the same research, they said that with the number of clients reaching 12 units, CPU usage can reach 98.95%, memory usage can reach 78.63% on the computer with 5 GB memory. In the 8 GB memory, CPU usage can reach 98.99% and memory 56.92% with the 12 units of client. So, refer to the last previous research, we have analysis like this. This is our research method. We make a same configuration with the real system. This is the mini PCs. We use the 15 mini PCs here. Instructor and student connect to mini PCs through internet connection. Online trials we do at our laboratory. What is the simulation? The simulation is digital simulation of SCADA master station. We use application like Zoom, virtual meetings, and AnyDesk, and we have notes of the usage CPU and memory instead from 1 to 3 until 15 mini PCs. We use two different computer specification. The first one is 4 GB and the second one 8 GB. In order to get the maximum capacity of our method, we use linear regression. We can see the formula y equal to a plus bx. In the table 1 and table 2, we can see our result. We see Zoom application is more CPU consuming than AnyDesk. In the table 1, we can see Zoom with video on use CPU until 4%, but the memory only 0.3 GB. So we can say that Zoom application is more CPU consuming than AnyDesk, but in this method, the Zoom application only one, because there are many students connect to our laboratory. We just only one Zoom application, but AnyDesk one application for one clients. We see memory usage on the first one, 4 GB RAM computer. The initial state has reached 2.5 GB or equal to 62.5% of its maximum capacity. But for the second one, the initial memory usage is 3.2 GB or only 40% of its maximum capacity. We can see figure 2 until 5. Based on figures 2 and 4, we can see the CPU usage on a computer for the first one, 4 GB memory, range from 36 until 39%, or an increase of only 3%. But the memory usage for the first one range from 3.3 until 3.7 GB, or equal to 82.5% until 92.5% if we compare to maximum capacity. And then we can see the figures 3 and 5. For the second one, 8 GB RAM computer, we can see the CPU usage range from 5% into 7%, or only increase by 2%. But the memory usage range from 4 until 5.2 GB, equal to 50 until 65%. And then we can make a calculation of our maximal capacity with linear regression. For the first one, yeah, for gigabyte RAM computer, and the second one 8 gigabyte RAM computer. We can make a calculation for CPU usage and memory usage, and this is the result. For the first one, because the available memory usage limit is not exactly 4 gigabyte but 3.9 gigabyte. Yeah, we can see the specification in the Windows. This is the limit. So we can find the maximum number of clients that can be accessed in the first specification is 15 client or 15 unit. But for the second one, because the allowable memory usage limit is 7.8 gigabytes, we can find the number of 45. So the maximum number of clients that can be accessed remotely for the second one is 45 units. From the research, from this research, we can make a conclusion. Okay, number one, the addition of number of client accessed by a structure has no significant effect on CPU usage. We can see the increase in the small value, but has significant effect on memory usage. We can see here memory usage for our computer with 4 gigabyte RAM, or the second one, the first one can reach 82.5 until 92.5% of its maximum capacity. But for the second one, can reach 50 until 65%. CPU usage only increased by 3%, yeah, when we compare to its initial value. And then based on calculation, the maximum number of clients is 15 for the first one and 45 clients for the second one. Okay, this is the last slide of my presentation. Thank you very much. I hope the result give you enough information. Thank you very much. See you again.